My name is Sophie Mercer, and I just turned 18. At my birthday dinner last night, my father pulled me aside and whispered, "When everyone leaves, you're going to sign some papers for your Uncle Marcus. Just paperwork, nothing serious." I nodded, I smiled. Then I walked to my room, opened my laptop, and transferred my entire inheritance, nearly $3 million in property, savings, and investments, into an irrevocable trust. When my parents discovered what I'd done the next morning, the color drained from my father's face. My uncle, who'd already signed a contract to sell a property he never owned, called his attorney in a panic. Before I explain what happened next, I need to take you back 5 years. I'm 12 years old when Grandpa Edward first drives me to the mountain house. It's 3 hours from the city, built in 1952 by his own hands. The structure sits perched on 40 acres, surrounded by ancient oaks and a view that seems to stretch into forever. The porch leans slightly. The shutters need paint, but inside it smells like his aftershave and old books and something warm I can never quite name. "This place," Grandpa says, standing on the porch with his hand on my shoulder, "will teach you something your mother never will. It will teach you what you're worth." I don't understand. I'm 12. I think he's being poetic. He is. That summer, he teaches me to check the foundation for cracks by running my fingers along the mortar. He shows me the property lines marked by stones he placed himself decades ago. In August, Grandmother Alina teaches me to organize the library by color because it makes the rooms feel warmer. Neither of them mentions they've already spoken to a lawyer about exactly this, about me keeping this place. But looking back now, I understand. They were already planning. Back home in Portland, everything is different. Our house is fine. 3 bedrooms, expensive furniture, a lifestyle that requires constant financial management. My father, Thomas, brings up the mountain house during dinner one evening. "That property is hemorrhaging money," he says, cutting his steak. "Property taxes, maintenance, utilities. We should sell. Use the equity for something practical." My mother nods. My sister Natalie, who's 15 and has never spent more than 1 weekend there, says nothing. "Grandpa said it stays in the family," I offer quietly. "He was being sentimental with you," my father laughs, not cruelly. Worse, like I've said something naive. "Your grandfather isn't thinking about the practical side." The conversation moves on. It's the first time I realize that what my grandparents built, what they've protected, might not survive them. Grandpa Edward dies in December. I'm 14. Gray sky. Folding chairs that sink into the lawn. At the reception, I see my father and Uncle Marcus in the corner, speaking in low voices. Marcus carries a leather folder. I catch fragments of their conversation. Before probate complicates things. They're discussing selling the mountain house at Grandpa's funeral. At his own funeral. 2 years pass. Grandmother Alina gets sick in spring and dies by summer. In her final days, as I hold her hand, she whispers, "The house is yours, Sophie. Promise me you'll keep it. They'll try. Promise me anyway." I promise. She squeezes my hand once and closes her eyes. After the funeral, I'm sitting in our kitchen. My father says something to my mother that I'll never forget. "Now we can finally sort out the property." The tone of his voice, the relief in it. I understand in that moment that my grandmother's death isn't a loss to them. It's a clearance. I don't cry that night. Instead, I make a different kind of decision. I just don't know how to act on it yet. Between 16 and 18, I become the mountain house's silent protector. Every Saturday, I drive out alone in my old Honda. I patch the roof. I replace weather stripping. I clean the gutters before they leak. I do the work my grandfather taught me to do. At home, my father and Uncle Marcus discuss the family property like it's already theirs to liquidate. The language shifts. It's no longer Grandpa's cabin or Mom and Dad's place. It's the family property, as if ownership is already settled. One afternoon, while I'm cleaning out the library closet, I find something behind a stack of quilts. An envelope. My name on it, in grandmother's handwriting. My hands shake when I open it. Inside, a business card. Catherine Price, attorney at law. Below her name, printed in small type, Mercer Family Trust. My hands shake, not from fear, from understanding. Grandmother knew I'd be the one cleaning these closets. Not my father, not my uncle, me. She planned for this moment. She planned for me. 3 months before my 18th birthday, Catherine calls on a Thursday evening. Sophie, this is Catherine Price. I was your grandparents' attorney. I need to speak with you before your birthday. There are things you need to know, and there isn't much time. We meet at her office the following Saturday. It's small, organized, and smells like old paper and coffee. She sits across from me and opens a folder. Your grandparents hired me 6 years ago, she says. They established an irrevocable trust, the Mountain House, a savings account, and an investment portfolio. Total value approximately $2.8 million. All of it is held in the trust. You are the sole beneficiary. I feel the room tilt slightly. My grandparents left me everything. Legally, it bypassed probate. My father and uncle have no claim. Why didn't they tell him? I ask. Your grandfather's exact words were, "My sons will sell that house before my funeral flowers wilt." The silence that follows is the longest I've ever experienced. 3 days before my birthday, Uncle Marcus arrives at our house unexpectedly. He catches me in the driveway. He's wearing casual clothes, big smile, leaning against his car like this is completely accidental. Nothing Marcus does is accidental. He's a real estate agent. That property is worth $500,000 just for the land, he says. A development company is very interested. They're offering competitive rates. You'd get $50,000 for college. Most kids your age would be grateful. Whose name is on the deed? Uncle Marcus. Your grandparents, but they're gone. It passes to us as next of kin. That's not how it works. I know it. You should too. I see his jaw tighten, just for a second, then he smiles again. Don't overthink this one, Sophie. Opportunities like this don't wait. He drives away. Before he's even at the end of the street, I can see him on his phone through the rear window. His mouth is moving fast. I text Catherine 2 words that evening. They're accelerating. Her reply comes back in 3 minutes. Stay the course, 2 more days. 2 more days. My birthday party is held on a Saturday afternoon. There are balloons, cake, smiling neighbors. My father stands up during dessert. I want to share something with everyone. Our family has been going through a tough time financially. Some of you know about my business. It's been hard, but Harold and Vivian left us something. The mountain house out in the mountains. And as a family, we've decided to sell it to secure everyone's future. He looks right at me. Iris understands. She knows this is what's best for all of us, right, sweetheart? I never agreed to sell the cabin, Dad. His face goes still. She's kidding, birthday nerves. I'm not kidding. Uncle Marcus, you're right. This isn't the time or place for this conversation. The time is 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. The county recorder's office. I hold his gaze. I can see the moment he understands. I know something he doesn't. 8, the county recorder's office opens. Catherine walks through the door carrying a leather folder. She approaches the counter and presents 2 documents, a certified copy of the Mercer Family Irrevocable Trust and a lease pendens notice. A lease pendens is a public notice that freezes the title to a property. No one can sell, transfer, or encumber it while the notice is active. The clerk reviews the paperwork. She checks the existing title records. She stamps it recorded. Done. From this moment forward, anyone who pulls the title on the mountain house will see a notice of pending legal interest. 8:14, Catherine calls me. It's done. The lease pendens is recorded. Whatever they bring in will be rejected on chain of title grounds. I'm sitting at the kitchen table eating cereal. My father is upstairs getting dressed. My mother is making coffee, normal morning sounds. At 8:30, my father and Uncle Marcus come downstairs together. We'll be back by lunch. my father says, grabbing his keys. Good luck, Dad. He pauses in the doorway, something in my voice, something in my face. Then he turns and walks out. 9:05 a.m., Uncle Marcus approaches the county recorder's counter with his quitclaim deed. He slides it across with a confident nod. The clerk takes the document, types the parcel number into the system, reads the screen, types again. Then she stops. I can't record this document, sir. The property title is held under the Mercer Family Irrevocable Trust. It was recorded in 2020. There's also a lease pendens filed this morning. That's impossible. The deed was transferred to the trust 6 years ago. The chain of title is clear. This quitclaim doesn't match the current ownership record. My father steps up beside him. There's no trust. Our parents never mentioned a trust. I'd recommend you speak with the trustee listed on the filing, Catherine Price. Catherine's name, the name on the business card they found in my bag, is now on a public record they can't erase. The call comes at 9:22 a.m. What did you do? I accepted what Grandpa and Grandma left me. That's all. You went behind our backs with some lawyer we've never heard of. Catherine Price has been the trust attorney for 6 years, Dad. You just never asked. A pause, heavy breathing. We'll fight this. You can try, but the trust is irrevocable. That means even I can't dissolve it. There's nothing for anyone to undo. He hangs up. No goodbye, just a click in dead air. Over the next 3 weeks, the consequences fall like dominoes. Ridgeline Development files a civil suit against Uncle Marcus. Breach of contract, misrepresentation of title. They demand the penalty plus additional damages. The county district attorney opens a criminal investigation into the forged notary stamp on his quitclaim deed. His real estate license is suspended. My father doesn't contest the trust. It would have cost him everything and gone nowhere. An irrevocable trust established by mentally competent grantors, properly witnessed and recorded years before their deaths, is airtight. Instead, he sells his business at a loss, negotiates a payment plan with the bank, and my mother returns to work for the first time in a decade. I'm sitting on the mountain house porch at sunrise, watching the mist lift off the valley. My father and I have had difficult conversations. We're learning to talk again. The mountain house isn't just property, it's a promise, and some promises are worth everything. My grandparents couldn't stop my parents from being who they are. They couldn't make my father less desperate or my uncle less greedy. But they could make sure I had ground to stand on. Literally. And that changed everything. If this story stayed with you, if it made you feel something, anger, relief, understanding, or even just a little less alone, then it did what I hoped it would.